Hello, in this tutorial I'll show you how to troubleshoot errors while you edit Google Sheets. Here's a detailed guide on how to troubleshoot errors while editing in Google Sheets. Now, first thing, you need to identify the type of error. When an error occurs in Google Sheets, it usually shows up in a cell as an error code like hashtag error and an exclamation mark, and that's pretty much annoying. Or you can find hashtag REF and exclamation mark or something similar. All right, so each error has a different cause. So understanding the specific error code helps in resolving the issue. Now here are the most common errors. Hashtag value exclamation mark. It simplifies or it means wrong type of data. Then when you have the hashtag div for /0 question mark exclamation mark rather, it means division by 0. And when you have hashtag REF exclamation mark, it means invalid reference. We have hashtag name question mark, it means unrecognized formula or misspelled function. We have hashtag N /A, it means value not available. We have error, that's hashtag error and exclamation mark, it means generic formula error. And then we have hashtag NUM exclamation mark, it means invalid number or numeric operation. And then we have circular dependency, it means formula references itself. Now these are the steps to troubleshoot common errors. If you have the hashtag value exclamation error, this is the cause. It usually happens when you input the wrong data type in the function. For example, when you're trying to sum text with numbers. And this is how to fix it. Number one, check the function arguments. Ensure that all inputs are of the expected type. For example, numbers instead of text. And if the formula uses a range, ensure all the values in the range are compatible with the function. For text-related functions, check if quotes or cons. Okay, so you have to check if quotes or concatenations are currently applied or correctly applied. Then if you have the hashtag div /0 exclamation error, this is the cause. It occurs when the formula attempts to divide by 0 or by an empty cell. And how to fix it, check the divisor in the formula, and if the divisor or the divisor is 0, adjust the formula or use a condition to avoid dividing by 0. You can also use an if statement to prevent the error. For example, you can use equals if and repeat the formula in there. Then if you have the hashtag REF exclamation error, here's the cause. It happens when a cell reference in the formula becomes invalid, and it often occurs when the reference row, column, or sheet is deleted. This is how to fix it. Check the formula for broken or missing cell references, then recreate the deleted cell or reference by adjusting the formula. And of course, if you deleted the data accidentally, try using the undo button. If you have the name error, I'd like you to know that it is usually caused by using a function name that doesn't exist or is misspelled. And here's how to fix it. Double check the spelling of the function name, ensure the correct syntax is being used for the formula, and make sure that any text inside the formula is enclosed in double quotes. If you have the N /A error, it typically appears when a lookup function like VLOOKUP or HLOOKUP can't find a value. And here's how to fix it. Check if the value you're searching for exists in the range. Make sure there are no leading or trailing spaces in the data being looked up. And you can also use the IF error, that's the if error, to handle missing values gracefully. So you can use equals, you can put it in the cell, equals IF error, and then you open your parentheses and VLOOKUP, and then open another parenthesis and add your formula, ensure it's correct. Of course, if you have the NUM error, it happens when a formula generates an invalid numeric result, such as an impossible operation like trying to calculate the square root of a negative number. So here's how to fix it. Check the arguments of the function to ensure they're within valid ranges. Use conditions to prevent invalid operations. For example, you can modify the formula to handle invalid inputs. And then If you see the circular dependency error, I'd like you to know that a circular dependency occurs when a formula references its own cell either directly or indirectly. And here's how you can fix it. Locate the circular reference by reviewing the formula, adjust the formula so it doesn't depend on itself. For example, break the calculation into separate cells or use helper columns. These ways, you would definitely be able to fix this problem. Or you can also use general troubleshooting tips, which include check formula syntax. So review your formula to ensure it follows correct syntax. You can refer to Google Sheets functions documentation for right syntax. Hover over the error and Google Sheets will display a helpful tooltip explaining what might be wrong. And you can also use audit tool, that's formula evaluation, as you can step through the formula using formula auditing to see how the formula is processed, highlight the cell with the error, and Google Sheets will indicate which part of the formula might be incorrect. You can also refresh the sheets because sometimes error can be temporary due to connectivity issues. So try refreshing the Google Sheet by pressing F5 or reloading the browser. You can also recheck ranges and references. You can inspect data types, so ensure cells contain the right data type. Sometimes numbers formatted as text or vice versa can cause issues, so convert the format on the format number. Click on format and click on number. You can also check for add-on conflict. If you're using add-ons, sometimes they can interfere with the functionality of Google Sheets, so try disabling them if you suspect they are causing issues. Okay, check your internet connection and also clear browser cache. These troubleshooting steps should help you resolve errors while editing Google Sheets, whether they are formula related or caused by other factors like connectivity or even collaboration. So you can go over this tutorial from top to bottom to get acquainted with the steps, and once you're done, you'll be good to go. I hope this tutorial marvelously helped you search.